Welcome to a new episode of Aha Moments with Joanie. As I say, these are unscripted and there are things that I would want to share with you that I think will be of value. So today I'm going to tell you a story. This is about Franz Kafka. He was born in 1883 in Prague. He's a very famous writer. He was a major figure of the 20th century literature. He did short stories and novels. Do I know for sure that this actually happened? I'm going to believe it did. So the story is that when Kafka was 40, and he only lived to be 41, so this happened in the last year of his life. He was single, he had never been married, and therefore he had no children. So he was walking through the park when he heard this little girl crying. And he went up to her and he said, "Honey, why are you crying?" And she said, "I lost my doll and I can't find my favorite doll." Well, in those days, children didn't have truckloads of toys. So this probably was her only doll. And she was heartbroken. And so he said, "Look, let me help you. We'll look for her." So they looked for her, but they couldn't find her. So Kafka said, "I'll come back tomorrow and we'll search even harder for your doll." So he came back the next day and they were very unsuccessful in finding the doll. And she was just heartbroken. And Kafka then produced a letter out of his pocket and he said, "No, I received this letter from your doll. She's writing to you because she left to go on a tour to see the world, and she's sending you letters and will continue to send you letters about the adventure she's having as she's going about this world and seeing new exciting places." And the little girls lit up. And so periodically they would meet, and each time he would have a new letter from the doll. And it was at a level that this 10-year-old girl could understand, and it just made her heart really glad. And then, very close to the end of his life, which was the end of that year, he came to her and he said, "Look, here is your doll." And the little girl said, "That doesn't look anything like my doll." And he said, "No, that's because she's been through all these adventures." And he took out this letter from the doll saying that she was back and she knew that she had changed, but she had so much to share with the little girl, and they would go home and live happily ever after together. Then he died. Then when the little girl grew up, she was going to then dress her doll anew to give it to her little daughter. And while she was in the process, she came across this tiny little letter that Franz Kafka had handwritten, and it said, let me get this exact. He said, "Everything you love, you will probably lose. But in the end, love will return in another way." Isn't that so poignant and so truthful for all of our lives? So every day our life changes and love changes. And some of the people we love are like that little doll. They're gone, but they return in other forms. So every day, enjoy the people that are in your life. Enjoy that love that is showing up now. And until we meet again, remember every morning, look into your mirror. Really look at yourself and smile and say, "I am my own best friend, for I came into this world to be myself. For that I came." Thank you and all my best.